Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to the Margin for More podcast. You guys can see me today, and this is the first episode where I have visuals as well as audio, and I am so excited. Today I am repping my school colors. Go Jags. I don't think I ever officially let you guys know, but I will be attending Spelman College in the fall. So yeah, today's episode will actually be focused on college. So I thought, what better fitting way than to wear some school colors, you know what I mean? This episode is really special to me, not only because it's my first visual episode, but also because this topic is relating to college and the next steps I'll be taking in my life in this new transition. So, what is this episode about? Today we will be talking about my non-negotiables in college. This episode came about because a lot of people talk about getting your dorm ready, back to school clothing hauls, picking your classes, and buying school supplies. But mental preparation for college matters just as much. And walking into college, I hope to have these non-negotiables that can help guide me to keep my beliefs and my purpose in order and in check. So, today we'll be preparing the actual person that's walking onto campus. So, I started thinking about this because of graduation and everything kind of slowing down. I've always known myself to have very strong morals and values, and I've carried that throughout the prior 18 years of my life. And I don't want this newfound independence, because to be completely honest, I'm already pretty independent, but the so-called newfound independence to derail all of the hard work that I've put into these last 18 years to make me the person who I am now. And I'm very proud of the person I am right now, and I feel very accomplished in everything that I've done and that I hope to do in the future. The questions like, who do I want to become? What do I stand for? And what kind of person do I want people to experience when they meet me? I realized that before I pack my suitcase, I need to figure out my values. So let's start to throw them out there. What do my values actually look like? Number 1 is integrity. Doing the right thing when nobody is looking. And I've found this so important throughout my life already. And one thing about me is I get physically uncomfortable when I do things that I know do not align with my value or my character. So for example, lying, even if it's the smallest white lie, it just makes me uncomfortable. So I think that having integrity is very important. Like, for example, being transparent with your professor about why you didn't finish that assignment. Do not lie to your professor. Instead, tell them the real reason. And hopefully, if they're compassionate with you, they'll be able to understand and empathize with you in order to, help you make up that assignment or help you boost that grade up. But lying really does nothing good for either party, and I feel like a lot of times, maybe I'm just not a good liar, but a lot of times people can tell when you're lying. So take that as you wish, but have integrity with whatever you're doing, and I know a lot of people appreciate that. For example, one of my coworkers today actually just talked to me about how much she appreciates integrity within people, because knowing someone and speaking the truth on them is very, very important. So not just only having integrity within yourself, but having integrity onto other people. Do not go around lying on other people, y'all. Y'all don't know these people. And even if you do, why would you lie on them? Like, that's none of your business to be lying about. It's not even your business. Do not lie on these people, please. That's very messy, and that's not a character that a lot of people want to be around, to be completely honest. So That's number one, integrity. The second value that I want to take into college with me is building my curiosity and staying curious. And you guys may wonder, well, what does that even mean? What does that look like? Well, once you do all this hard work to get into the college that you want to go to, why would you stop there? Build your curiosity. College is the time where you really get to dive deep into the subjects that you're interested in. So use that time and ask the questions and dive deeper and learn as much as you can about what you're interested in. So for me, staying curious in college looks like trying different cybersecurity programs. It looks like going out of my way to go to office hours to make sure that I build relationships with my professors and I correctly and completely understand the content. It also looks like staying curious not only in my studies, but in my personal interests and hobbies. For example, from what I understand, my school has a podcast recording center. Who has a podcast? Me. So going out of my comfort zone and not only talking on my podcast myself, but bringing guests on to interview them during my podcast. I don't know if y'all would like that, but if you guys would, let me know. So yes, guys, just stay curious, keep trying new things, keep attempting new hobbies. Just don't stay stagnant no matter what you do. Keep growing, keep learning. I feel like you can really find joy in your life through that, and you can find the things that you're really interested in and really love through curiosity. So keep that in mind. The next thing is keeping my faith. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with my faith a lot. I don't go to church every Sunday. I barely go to church on any Sunday. To be completely honest with y'all, I only go on holidays like Mother's Day or Christmas. And no, I don't watch church online either. Yeah, it's gotten really bad at this point, but it's the truth. And I hope that this upcoming year I'm able to not only build up my faith again because it's dwindled down, but ground myself in it, because there will be times when you feel lost, when you feel discouraged, when you don't understand your purpose and you don't understand when there's literally nothing to keep you going. And that is literally where your faith comes into play. Like, that's the moment when your faith keeps you going. Like, God, and I'm a Christian, guys, so God, his purpose for you will give you purpose to keep going, keep striving, and keep doing what you need to do. I was extremely burnt out my sophomore year, guys. I literally wanted to quit everything so bad. I wanted to quit all my sports. I wanted to be homeschooled. Like, I just could not do it anymore. And I wholeheartedly believe that the only thing that brought me through that was God and my family and friends and the people that he surrounded me with in that time that brought me through that. Because that mental health, God, don't play with y'all mental health, because it will literally hit you so bad to the point where you can't even get out of bed. Trust me, I know. But keep y'all's faith. The faith, I think, will help me specifically to really just ground myself and be able to withstand any of the hard, tough times that I may face in the future. Because at the end of the day, God put me in it, and he's gonna bring me through it. Can I get an amen, y'all? I think y'all said amen. I hope y'all said amen. The next thing that I want to talk about value-wise is kindness. I'm a very kind, sweet person, and I think that some people can bring out the not so kind side of me. And it happens, but I want to be able to notice as soon as somebody brings that side out of me that this person is not for me. And guys, why have I been talking the whole time and my mic wasn't on? You're joking. Anywho, I need to be able to recognize that this person is not for me, and that is okay. And I have to leave that person alone because they're bringing me out of my character. And being brought out of your character is not okay. Nobody should ever have the power to do that to you. So, keeping my character and my kindness, keeping my character and spirit of kindness is very important to me as well. And my last value, my camera just decided to turn itself off. I don't know who told it could do that, but we're back. So, as I was saying, my last value that I'm going to talk about today, and there are lots more, but just that I want to bring to you guys' attention and really talk about on camera is discipline. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with this really bad when it comes to content creation. I don't have the discipline to continuously create content. And I'm trying to work on building it because I know that it's there somewhere, right? I have it with my academics. So I should be able to build it in other sections of my life. If you guys have any tips for that, please let me know. But I really have to focus on building my discipline and keeping really a structured schedule and routine. I think that really helps and being able to really stay organized. For example, if I know I always wake up at this time and I go to bed at this time, I have the rest of this time in my day to plan out whatever else I need to plan out. And I'm not pushing over my boundaries or my non negotiables, for example, that I should always be asleep at this time. And if it's a school assignment, then it just needs to get done within the time before I go to bed. And that's perfectly fine, right? But being able to schedule that out and having the discipline to get that done when it needs to get done and not lollygag and procrastinate, that is something that you really need. Or so I've heard. I'm not there yet. but even in high school, I feel like that's something that you really need. So I think in college you will also need it because it's also an academic setting. Y'all know what I mean. Now we're into the meat of the topic, my non-negotiables. So I don't know if I already explained what non-negotiables are, but if I didn't, here's what they are. A non-negotiable is something that is a deal breaker, something that if is not followed, you cannot come back from. Okay, these are your rules pretty much. So, for example, a non negotiable in a relationship. If you cannot communicate, we cannot have a relationship. Not being able to communicate is a non negotiable. You have to know how to communicate. I'm doing my non negotiables for college, not for dating. Maybe there'll be a little in there, but mainly for college. So, first, what are my academic non negotiables? For one, I have to have a 3.5 cumulative GPA no matter what. That is a non negotiable. And I didn't set this standard on myself, it was put on me based on a scholarship that I have in place. However, me personally, I know I want that 4.0. I want it bad. But I also know that academics are not everything. And if I have to choose my sleep and my mental well being over an assignment, I would choose my mental well being every single day. Because that assignment won't always be there, but you always have to be there for yourself. And that's where integrity comes in. You can come to your professor even before the assignment is due. Hey, professor, I'm not feeling well. Y'all, I don't know if this will slide. I really don't. But just talk to them. And maybe, just maybe, if you build a relationship with them, they might be able to help you out. We're all human. We all go through things. So take that as you will. But that's my point of view on that. Another academic non-negotiable is not skipping any classes just because I don't feel like going. If I don't want to go to work, am I going to skip work? No. So why would I skip school? That don't even make no sense. The only way I'm skipping is if I'm sick or if something is colliding with the class and I have something else to do. Okay, hold on. Not like that because nothing should be more important than class because you're at college for your education. But maybe I have a doctor's appointment or a therapy appointment. And I know that we might not be doing anything in class today. I'll go to my appointments. But yeah, making sure I show up to my classes. And then another thing that I want to do is showing up looking not like a hobo. Like, y'all, I don't know what it is, but I think college is super cool. Like, I've always had a dress code my whole life. I've always had a dress code. I've never been able to dress down to go to school. So this will be an experience for me. But I really do believe when you look good, you feel good. And I cannot feel good and I cannot look good and still feel good. You know what I mean? But just getting yourself together for the day is something very special about, because I don't do makeup. So it's something really special about picking out a really cute outfit where you're just really feeling yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, like I look so cute. There's something about that. I'm going to be honest. Like, something about picking out a really cute outfit really sets the tone for your day. And even if you're having a bad day, you go look in the mirror and you say, it's okay because I still look good. And like, it's okay because I still look good. And I think that that's really important to me and a non negotiable that I want to adopt. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I may not be looking the cutest every single day, but at least something that I'm comfortable in and I feel decent in is what I want to walk out of my dorm with. Like, I don't want to walk out in PJs. I don't do that anyways. I do not walk out the house in PJs. But I don't want to walk out in PJs. I don't want to walk out in sweats every single day. And if I walk out in sweats, I need it to be cute sweats. Like, I need it to be them wide leg sweats with a off the shoulder top with like just something cute. You know what I mean? Something where I still feel good. Or like it could be a sweat matching set. You know, like just something where you still feel good and polished and put together. So that's that for academics. Next are my friendships. So my non-negotiables for friendships is that you have to be hungry. You gotta want it. If you aren't trying to put yourself out there and trying to do better for yourself and trying to achieve more and be more, which I believe my Spelman sisters are, hello, then I can't be friends with you because you are who you hang around. And if you aren't trying to do better for yourself, what does that make me? I'm trying to go for it all, okay? So I need people behind me, beside me, in front of me who are trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean? And I want us to be able to encourage each other to do the same thing. So it's really important to me that the people around me are striving for more and that they don't see me as competition. Like, technically, we may be each other's competition. We may be the same major, but at the end of the day, you should want the best for me and I should want the best for you. Like, it should never be, oh, I'm better than her, so I feel like I should. No, girl, no. You should want the best for me and I should want the best for you, and we should just be going for it together. And if one of us gets it and the other doesn't, be happy for them. And if we both get it, as we should, yeah, it's just surrounding yourself with people who want to see you win and then also want to see other people win, because you can't always just take all everybody else's energy of them wanting to see you win. You don't return that. Like, nah, that's not right. So yes, those are the type of friends I want around me. I want people with the same values as me, people that are honest, respectful, loyal. Like, I want the type of friend who, if she's sitting with somebody and they're talking about me, she's gonna look at them side eye, not agree with nothing that they're saying, hear out what they're saying, and then come tell me. Those are types of friends that I want. Like, people that really stick up for you and, have your best interest in heart. And so far, I have made some friends that will be going to the same school as me, but they're dwindling. And I made one friend that's in my major, and I'm really excited to be with her down at ATL. She is so fun, and I'm just so excited to grow our relationship and, just do our best down there. So that's kind of a basis of the non negotiables I want in my friendships. Next is dating. Guys, I could not talk about it. I mean, come on, I'm going to college. So my non-negotiables with dating, one is my standards. I know what I like and I like what I like, okay? If you're not what I like, I've had to learn that my type isn't always the best for me. So I have to give other people that might not necessarily be my type a chance sometimes. Because sometimes your type ain't for you. Your type might not be your husband. You're going to pass him up just because, oh, he doesn't look like my type. Well, girl, if he still look good, whoop de doo. Like, I know what my standards are, and I know that my standards are really based on not the other person, but myself. And so that comes in with like boundaries and my self respect and things like that. So, number one non negotiable is nobody is taking more time in my life than I'm taking in my life. Okay? You cannot want to text me and call me every single minute of the day and I be doing nothing with your life. What sense does that make? Like, it should be a relationship where you're doing your own thing, I'm doing my own thing, and our interests meet. And we're both respectful, we're both loyal, we're both uh, what's another? What's another thing? Respectful, loyal. We're both caring. We're both considerate of each other. We both know how to communicate and apologize and speak respectfully to each other. That's the type of thing I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And if I don't get that in college, so be it. It's not the end all be all. We have after college, y'all. But I think that college is a really good time to learn more about your standards and your boundaries and what you want and what you don't want in relationships. And it's a really good time to test the waters. I'm not going to lie. So take that with a grain of salt. That does not mean go sleep with everybody that you talk to. Please do not do that. That doesn't mean go kiss everybody to find out who's the best kisser. It does not mean that at all. It literally means test the waters and see what you like in people, not physical attributes, but in people. What icks you out? What do you not like? I know I don't like when people give me one word responses or when I feel like I'm the only one feeding into the conversation. That drives me nuts. It icks me out. It's like, I want to know more about you, but you don't want to know more about me. I'm not into that and I'm not interested. So, these are some examples. But those were some of the examples I had for dating. Next is my health. And this is so, so, so important when you go to college, guys. Non-negotiable. I need at least 6 hours of sleep per night. I really want 8. 6, I'll take it if I have to, but I really do want 8. It's really important to get sleep. One of When I was in high school, a Princeton grad from my high school came and was telling us about how important sleep is, and that sleep is something that you can never, ever, ever get back. So you don't just not sleep and then the next day you think you're going to catch up on it. That's not a thing. So making sure that I have enough sleep to function properly throughout my classes every day is very important because I don't want to stay up and then go to a class the next day and it's like math or something and I can't even focus. I need to focus in math. Math is not my strongest subject. Therefore, my math needs to be on point. You know what I mean? Movement. I love exercising. I don't care if I'm doing yoga. I don't care if I'm doing Pilates. I don't care if I'm lifting. I don't care if I'm doing cardio. I need to be doing something every single day. If that means stretching and relaxing and doing some static dynamic stretching on Sunday, so be it. But I want my body to always be moving. I hope that they have a run club down there. If there is, please let me know because I would love to join like an AUC run club. I want to do cardio. I want to run outside. I want to do weights. I want to be in the gym. There are like it's endless possibilities to moving your body and I want all of them. Like I want to go on a hike. I want to do puppy yoga. So it's things like that that I really value and I'm not willing to give those things up. So regardless of where and when I have to work it into my schedule, it has to be worked into my schedule. Even if it's only like 15 minutes a day, that's okay. Another one of my non-negotiables is eating. And guys, I am not the best eater, but I'm not the worst either. I'm not the best because sometimes I'll eat a lot and then sometimes I'll eat nothing and then sometimes I'll eat regularly. It really just depends. I know myself and I know that for breakfast, like I know what I want to eat for breakfast. I know what I want to eat for lunch. It isn't always the best though because for example, I'll have a bagel with cream cheese for breakfast and a smoothie for lunch. And then for dinner, I'll eat some french fries. Like, that's all I'll eat all day. And people get really, like, upset with me and say, oh, girl, like, you're eating bird food. But this genuinely fills me up. And one thing about me is I love a good smoothie. If there's a smoothie place down there, they will be getting my money. They will. Unless I can bring a little mini ninja bullet. But I love smoothies. So I'm going to eat them. And I want to try and eat 3 meals a day, even if they're not heavy meals because if I'm working out all the time, like, I need to be eating and I need to stay hydrated. So it just goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? The next thing is my mental health. This is very, very important to me because my mental health literally guides all of these things I'm talking about. If my mental health is not here, all these non negotiables are going to go down the drain. And I know it because when my mental health was not good when I was a sophomore in high school, everything went down the drain. Don't ask me about my hair. Don't ask me about what I'm wearing. I'd be happy I even got out the bed. That was really how I was rolling. And I don't want my mental health to get to that point. Therefore, I'm going to take as good care of it as I can so that I don't have to get there. Next is my content creation. So, this is going to be a hard non negotiable for me, but I want to set it anyways. I really want to do my content creation, y'all. Like, I have been procrastinating this since I was a child. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to do things like this, but I never did. And I couldn't tell y'all why I didn't. But I think it has to do with that discipline once again. I never just sat down and really created consistently. And I want to be able to do that in college. So, no matter what it is, my non negotiable is that I get out one piece of content every week. And that's very, very slim, guys. Like, very slim. And especially because I have a podcast, I want to do YouTube, I want to do TikTok, I want to do Instagram. Like, there's so many different things I want to do, but I definitely will say I have to post at least once. And it's also just a really good creative outlet for me because I really do love, like, I love this. I love being able to talk to you guys and really talk out through my feelings and what I expect and what I want out of my life. And for you guys to, like, really go through this with me. Like, we're doing this together. So, content creation, non negotiable, one video a week. My next thing is my faith and protecting my time with God. So, hopefully, in my schedule, I'm able to build in Bible study or just reading a chapter in the Bible or like a verse in the Bible every morning and night. Um, going through different books within the Bible and doing like Bible plans on the Bible app. I said Bible like 5 different times already, but yeah, just having time with God. And then even on Sundays, I know that there's really good churches in Atlanta. So I would love to go visit some of them and become a part of a church family and actually go to the church. So yeah, that would be really important to me and I would really value that. And lastly, my finance non-negotiables. So that means that if I get paid, just for example, I'm just going to throw out here. If I get paid $500, I'm not going to go spend $300 on a camera and $200 on food. Where the rest of your money go, girl? Like, it's very important to me that I budget out my money so that I'm able to make smart financial decisions. So, for example, I get paid $500, 10% savings, 10% tithings. Put some money away for food because I know I like food. And I know that I'm going to go buy food. So, let's just not even pretend like I'm not going to buy food, y'all. Put the money aside and just put money aside for food. Put money aside for personal expenses. I might see a cute set I want to wear, or homecoming might be coming up, and I need a new outfit for this tailgate. I like budget really for the things that are happening in your life, but don't forget to put aside money for investment, put aside money for emergency funds, high yield savings accounts. Don't forget the things that will be with you even after college is gone. And that does not include clothes. So, yes. And then I will also say avoid unnecessary debt. Build your credit, and I hope that I'm able to get a credit card soon, but build your credit, but not at the expense of giving yourself debt. Do not start keeping up with the Joneses if you know your last name ain't Jones. Why are you trying to buy all these clothes and you know you're running up this credit card and you don't have the money to pay it back? What are these clothes doing for you? You're not even investing in something that's going to give you a good return. If you want to invest in a course to educate yourself to make more money, go for it. Who am I to stop you? But if you just want to invest in clothes, like, clothes do not give you a ROI. It just doesn't give you return on your investment. Unless you're like a fashion content creator, then by all means go for it. Do what you do. And I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling y'all what I'm not doing. So Yeah, take that with a grain of salt. So now let's get into the actual the realness of this. I just set up all these non-negotiables and standards, and this is that and the third for myself. But let's be real here. Am I gonna follow every single one of these perfectly all 4 years? Probably not. And am I gonna make mistakes? Yes. But am I gonna learn from those mistakes and try and stay the course and veer towards what I'm saying in this video? Yes. At the end of the day, I'm human, and it's okay to set these standards for yourself, even if you don't hit them all the time. But knowing that you know what you expect of yourself, it helps you to get back on track quicker. Because say I didn't set these standards and I do something that goes against these values, okay, well, I have nothing holding me to that. So I can keep doing that and I can keep going down a path that I may not want to go down. So setting these standards now before I go gives me something to hold myself accountable to. So I want to end out this episode with a promise to my future self. How far into the future are we doing? Maybe 1 year? No, let's do two. Let's do 1 year because I feel like freshman year is going to throw me for a doozy. Dear future Jaden, I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you've invested your time, your money in doing things that are better for yourself. I hope that you're making the future that you've dreamed of since you were a child. And I hope that you started your journey to multiple streams of income. With all this being said, I know you probably talked to some boy that you probably shouldn't have talked to. I know you did. And if you didn't, I'm so proud of you. Like, honestly, kudos to you, girl. Like, go get yourself a smoothie or something. Like, you deserve that. But I just hope that you choose self-respect over all. Self-respect over everything. I hope that you're still very close with your family. Please check in on mom. Make sure that you always take care of her. I hope that you're still taking pictures with your camera. I hope that I have a whole portfolio and a whole camera Instagram page by the time this year is over. Because I know you love getting dressed and taking your photos, and I know you love taking photos of different things. So don't let that whimsy and joy escape from you. I hope you're making memories with your forever sisters, the sisters that you've never had, and I hope that you're laughing with them, you're enjoying their presence, and you're soaking up every single moment that you can of these next 4 years, because they might feel long while you're in them, but they will fly by. I hope that you're protecting your peace, not just your physical peace, but your mental peace, and putting yourself first over everything. Because if you can't make sure you're good, how can you make sure somebody else is good? You see how I was silent because there's no answer. Right. So protect your peace. I hope that you never let your integrity escape you just for a grade or just for academics. Don't ever let the person that you are change for monetary or academic success or any sort of gain that isn't of the values that I mentioned and the values that you hold yourself to. I hope that you're still creating. I hope that your content is going well and that you're growing a platform and an audience and a community that you can connect with and talk to no matter the time and day, and they'll support you and you'll support them through everything. And lastly, I hope you're proud of yourself and everything that you've accomplished in the last year. But not just the last year, because coming from me, about to transition into what you will be a year from, I am so proud of myself and everything I've accomplished before this. And if this has to be your reminder, then so be it. Be proud of not only what you accomplished in this next year, but of everything that you've accomplished these past 18. You are amazing. You're the GOAT. You're special. And don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise, because you're genuinely a great person. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much, and don't ever forget that. And yeah, just be you. Have fun. Have a good time. And I hope we join some orgs. I hope we join that Caribbean org. And I hope we did another Hot Rocks. That's just, some personal things. But yeah, that is the letter to myself signed Jaden of right now. So it's time to end out the episode. And if you are entering into a new season of your life, I hope that you're able to apply this and create your own blueprint of values and non-negotiables that you will take into your new chapter. This doesn't have to be perfect, but it gives you something to return to when you lose sight of what your purpose is and where you're supposed to be and where you're going in the future. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really cannot wait to see where this next chapter takes us. And yeah, guys, this is the Margin for More podcast, as you guys already know. And before we go, here is you guys' margin moment. What kind of person do you want to become? And what values will help you become that person? Drop your answers in the comments below. And I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys. Thank y'all for listening. My first audio episode. Look at me. I'm so excited. Period. Okay, bye, guys.